Hello, welcome. I'm Brianna. Thank you so much for joining in this practice today. So, this will be about a 40-minute-ish or so gentle practice. So, on hand for gear today, I happen to have my trusty blanket. I also happen to have nearby a cushion in case we need it for a bit of restorative a little bit later. So, if you have a pillow or an extra blanket that you might want to roll up towards the end of our practice to have on hand, you're more than welcome to do that. As always, this is your practice, so please take the time to honor your body exactly as it is. I'm only offering suggestions. Feel free to take them or leave them. You won't hurt my feelings at all. I can't see you anyway, so whatever you're doing, I'm going to assume is absolutely perfect, and you're honoring your body exactly the way it is. So with all of that being said, welcome. So let's go ahead and start by lying down. Just use a minute to shift or adjust so that your body is completely supported by the ground underneath you, by the earth underneath you. And as you settle in, give yourself permission to adjust. So if you find that you arrive into a space that's not the most comfortable you can be, it's okay to move. I like to have my knees bent. Maybe your legs are out nice and long, whatever feels best. And as you settle in, allow your gaze to soften. As your gaze begins to soften, I invite you to draw in a nice big full inhale. Exhale, sigh away. Do that twice more. Big full inhale. Exhale, sigh away. One more time. With the next couple of moments, just allow yourself to arrive. Maybe notice any sounds or sensations that may be calling for your attention outside your room or your space. Notice the sounds or sensations that may be calling for your attention within your room or within your own space. Gradually draw your attention into any sensations you may or may not notice within your own physical body. And as you draw your attention into your physical body, I invite you to start with the crown of your head. And ever so patiently and compassionately scan your body from head to toe. Just notice what you notice without trying to put a label on the sensations you may or may not feel. Just come to an awareness from a place of observation. We'll check in with our body for just another breath or two. From your physical body, begin to check in with your breath body. So just begin to notice the quality of your inhales and exhales. From this awareness, we'll start to settle into a very mindful breath. Begin to follow your breath as it moves past the tip of your nose. As you inhale, follow the breath on the tip of your nose, past your throat, into your heart space and deep into your belly. As you exhale, follow your breath as it releases from your belly, your heart space, your throat, and out the tips of your nose. We'll just follow our breath in this pattern, in this energy line, the center of our body. Just notice where your breath may move freely. Notice where your breath may linger. And from this compassionate and mindful breath, as you inhale, begin to expand your inhale so that it radiates into your entire body, front to back and side to side. And as you exhale, begin to soften and create space. And just begin to follow your breath. Allow your breath to fill all the spaces in your body. I invite you to hold this awareness of your breath as we move through our practice. Gently bring your hands together at your heart, either palms together or maybe they rest on one another. And from this space around your hands and heart, come into a place of gratitude. From this place of gratitude, bring to mind one thing that you are grateful for in this moment. We'll hold this gratitude in our heart as we move through our practice. On your inhale, reach your arms overhead. Lengthen from fingertips to toes. Stretch from side to side, front and back. Hold your left hand or your left wrist. Ever so gently draw your left hand towards the right corner of your mat. Breathe fully. If it's comfortable in your body, maybe walk your feet to the right corner of your mat. So you make this sort of crescent moon shape with your body. Allow your breath to expand into your entire left side. And come back to center. And then we'll switch sides. So hold your right hand or your right wrist. Reach it towards the left corner or edge of your mat, and then walk your feet over to the left corner or edge. Allow your breath to fill your entire right side. And come back to center. And gently hug your knees into your chest. You can hold the tops of your legs, or you can hold underneath your thighs, onto your hamstrings, whatever feels best. With a knee in each hand, begin to make some small circles with your knees and hips. Maybe your knees go in the same direction, maybe they go in opposite directions. If you're making circles, go the other way. And release, bring your feet to the mat. Just bring your right ankle to your left knee. Bring some movement into your right foot. Draw some circles with your toes. Point and flex your feet. Reach your arms out to a T, big full breath. And as you exhale, gently begin to rock your knees from side to side. An option to keep rocking your knees from side to side, or if it's in your body in practice today, maybe weave your hands through to your left hamstring. Gently hug your knees in. And release. Bring both feet to the mat. And pause. Nice big full breath. We'll play all that on side B. So bring your left ankle to your right knee. Bring some movement to your left foot. Draw some circles with your toes. Maybe point and flex. And reach your arms out to the side. Nice big full breath. And rock your knees from side to side. Option to pause in anywhere that may need a little extra attention or support. An option to weave your hands through to your right hamstring. Hug your knees in. Find your breath. And gently release. Bring your knees into your chest. Reach your arms out to a T. Big full inhale, and as you exhale, lower your knees to the right. And inhale to center, and lower your knees to the left. We'll do that a couple more times on each side with your breath at your pace. Let's do that one more time on each side. And come back to center. Big full breath, and take the next couple of breaths to make your way to a most comfortable seated position. When you get there, roll your shoulders forward. And back. On your inhale, reach your arms out to the side. And exhale, give yourself a hug, maybe right arm on top, left arm underneath. So come back to your three-dimensional breath. So that breath that expands front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Give yourself a hug or pat on the back as you breathe fully. On your inhale, reach your arms out to the side. Find goddess arms or cactus arms. Exhale, draw your arms together. Inhale, open nice and wide. Exhale, draw them together. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Back together. Inhale, open your arms nice and wide. Big reverse hug. Then we'll switch sides. So if you brought your right arm on top, this time bring your left arm on top, right arm underneath. Give yourself another hug or pat on the back. Allow your breath to expand into the back side of your body. Breathe into your ribs and that space between your shoulder blades. And again, bringing a little bit of movement into our arms. Inhale, bend your elbows. And as you open your hands, gently lift your gaze, curl your shoulder blades together. Exhale, draw your hands together. Let your gaze go towards your belly button. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, open and lift. Exhale, draw it all together. One more time. Inhale, open and lift. Exhale, draw it all together. Inhale, open your arms up nice and wide. Big reverse hug. Let your hands touch down behind you. Bend your elbows. Curl your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart to the sky. One more full breath here. And gently come back to center. And if your legs are crossed, we'll switch the cross on our legs. Bring your hands to your knees. Nice big full inhale. And as you exhale, lean over to the right. Round it forward. Let your head, neck, and shoulders be heavy. Inhale up the left side. And gently come back to center. We'll do two more in this direction. And when you find center, pause and then reverse directions. And come back to center. Lower your right ear to your right shoulder. Option to let your left hand touch down by your side. Allow your shoulders to be soft, your breath to be full. Drop your chin to your chest. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Option to let your right fingertips touch down. Do that one more time on each side. Drop your chin to your chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Option to let your left fingertips touch down. And center, drop your chin to your chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Right fingertips touch down. And come back to center. So we'll shift onto hands and knees. If you have a blanket that you'd like to place underneath your knees, you're more than welcome to. As you check in, allow your knees to be right underneath your hips and your wrists right underneath your shoulders. If you have sensitive wrists, you can always walk your hands forward just a little bit, taking some of that pressure off. With the rhythm of your breath, we'll bring some movement into our spine. So as you inhale, soften your belly, draw your heart and gaze forward. And exhale, round your spine to the sky. Draw your gaze towards your belly button. We'll move through that a few more times. Inhale. Soften your belly, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine. Just a couple more. Find center. And as you do, walk your hands forward just a step or so. Make some small or big circles with your hips. Just move with your breath. They can be as big or as small as serves your body. And reverse directions, go the other way. And when you find center, pause. And draw your hips to your heels. Your knees can be as close together or as wide apart as is comfortable for you. Let your hips touch down on your heels. Reach your hands out forward nice and long, and then breathe. With each breath, give yourself permission to soften into the space. Allow your breath to breathe at you, so expand your breath into the backside of your body. With each exhale, soften. Just another breath or so here. On your inhale, make your way back to center. We'll come all the way onto our bellies. Just let your hands touch down by your sides, just underneath your shoulders. Allow your elbows to tuck in nice and close so that your shoulder blades are hugging the backside of your body. Lengthen through your feet, and with the rhythm of your breath, as you inhale, gently press into your hands, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. We'll do that twice more. Press into your hands, lift your heart. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. Option to bend your knees and rock your feet from side to side. And lower your legs. We'll do that one more time. Press into your hands. Inhale, curl your shoulder blades off the mat. Lift your heart. Exhale, lower. Twice more with your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Let your hands stack under your forehead again. Bend your knees, maybe rock your feet from side to side. The other option here would be to bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees widen out about mat's width or so. Wherever you are, just breathe fully. And come back to center. This time, slide your hands under your shoulders, and as you inhale, slide your hands forward. Let your elbows touch down. Press into your hands, curl your heart forward. Allow your breath to be full. If a little bit of movement feels good here, check in with that. Allow your body to move in any way that feels best. Just another breath or two. Nice big full breath in. As you exhale, reach your arms out nice and long. Breathe fully. And slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Come back through table. Draw your hips to your heels. Breathe fully. Just another breath or two. And on your inhale, take the next couple of breaths to make your way to a seated position. If you'd like to sit on a blanket or have a little bit of support, you're more than welcome here. And when we come to our seat, we're going to reach our right leg out nice and long and tuck your left one in. So option to place a bit of support. If you have another blanket or that pillow, you can place it underneath your left knee. And reach your right leg out nice and long to the side. We'll take our right hand to the inside of our right leg. Bring your left hand to your hip. Nice big full inhale. And as you exhale, walk your right fingertips towards your ankle. As you do, actively curl your left chest, the left side of your body, open to the sky. Find that space between effort and ease. Allow your breath to fill your whole left side. Option, leave your hand on your hip, or you can reach your left arm up and over. And inhale back to center. And we'll switch sides. So tuck your right leg in, reach your left leg out. Again, option to place any sort of support underneath your right leg if that serves your body. So bring your left hand to the inside of your left leg, right hand to your hip. Nice big full inhale. And as you exhale, walk your left fingertips towards your foot. And as you do, actively open the right side of your chest, the right side of your body towards the sky. An option to keep your right hand on your hip, or maybe it reaches up and over. And inhale back to center. We'll bring both feet in together. Actively press through the soles of both feet. Big full inhale. And as you exhale, draw your knees towards the earth. Even if they don't go there, it's okay. It's the idea of drawing there. What happens is we activate the muscles on the outer side of our hips so that our inner thighs can release and stretch. So we're creating that space. Allow your shoulders to soften down your back. Big full breaths. If it's in your body in practice to release your hands and maybe walk them forward, find your three-dimensional breath wherever you happen to be. And inhale, come back to center. Reach both legs out nice and long. Tuck your right foot in and cross it over your left. Option to cross it over your left. It may stay here, and that's okay too. And one more option, if it's in your body in practice, you can tuck that left leg underneath. If you tuck that left leg underneath, just make sure your sacrum is even. If you find that you're a little cockeyed and you're not square on the ground, release that left leg out nice and long. Wherever you happen to be, allow your shoulders to soften. And on your inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, twist over to the left. Just let your right elbow touch down on your knee. Breathe fully. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. And one more time, hands to your heart. This time we'll twist it to the right. And then release your hands to wherever they may go, however it serves your body in practice. Breathe fully. And inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, draw your shoulder blades together, lift your heart. Release your hands. Untwist your legs, reach them both out nice and long. Let your hands touch down underneath your shoulders, big full breath in. Exhale, release. We'll switch sides, so tuck your left foot in. So again, options, you may leave your left leg here. Maybe it crosses over your right. Maybe your right leg tucks in underneath you. Again, check in with your low back and your sit bones. Make sure they're even on the ground underneath you. Allow your shoulders to soften. And now reach your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart, twist to the right. Breathe fully. And now reach your arms up to the sky. Twist over to the left. Release your hands wherever they may go. And breathe. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Bend your elbows, curl your shoulder blades together, lift your heart, big full breath. Exhale, release. Reach both legs out nice and long in front of you. Let your hands touch down underneath your hips. Big full breath in, reach your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, hinge forward, reach your hands toward your feet. Let your hands touch down wherever they will. Allow your breath to fill the entire backside of your body. Give yourself permission to soften. And on your inhale, reach your hands forward and up to the sky. Let your hands touch down behind you. Bend your elbows. Curl your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart. Point your toes. Option here, if it's in your body and practice, maybe bring the soles of your feet to the mat and lift your hips. One more big full breath. Exhale, touch down. Optional, if you have that blanket nearby or if you have a pillow or anything that you can roll onto or lean on, I'll show you in a second what I mean. So we're going to take our blanket, if you have a blanket, roll it up into a cannoli or burrito roll. And we'll place it in line with our spine, so parallel to your spine. And with this parallel to our spine, we'll gently roll onto it so that our upper body rests, or that our upper body gets a chance to create space. Options here, if you find that you don't want it parallel to your spine and you'd rather have it perpendicular to your spine, you can always place it crossways on your mat. The other option is to omit this part altogether. Listen to your body. If you're in this space, your legs may be out nice and long. Maybe the soles of your feet are on the mat with your knees resting against one another. One more option with the legs would be to have the soles of your feet together with your knees to the side. There's really no right or wrong here. It's just whatever space brings you the most joy. Your hands may be out to the side. Maybe they find that goddess arm shape. We'll just pause and breathe here for a moment. Just another breath or two. And ever so gently, bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Roll to one side, remove the support from underneath you, whatever happens to be there. Hug your knees into your chest. Reach the soles of your feet to the sky. Just bring a little bit of movement into your legs here. So option to place your hands just underneath your sit bones. If you have that blanket or support nearby, you can always place that underneath your tailbone for a little bit of a supported inversion here. This is your time to make this practice your very own, so please do so. Just pause for another breath or two. And ever so gently make your way to the mat. Use the next couple of breaths to move in any direction, shape, or form that your body needs. When you feel as though your practice is as complete as it's going to be, settle into your integration form. your relaxation pose. As you settle into your space, allow your gaze to soften. Draw in a nice big full inhale. Exhale, sigh it away. Allow your breath to be passive. Give yourself full and complete permission to be supported fully by the space you have created for yourself. Each time you notice your attention begin to wander or drift, ever so patiently bring your awareness back to the rhythm of your own inhales and exhales. Pause here for just a couple more breaths. With the next couple of breaths, I invite you just to check in with your body from head to toe. Acknowledge those spaces you may have created. Send gratitude to those spaces that you may still need to honor. With the next couple of breaths, allow your attention to draw a little deeper inward and follow the quality of your inhales and exhales. Follow the breath, your breath, as it moves past the tips of your nose, your throat, into your heart, deep into your belly. Just recognize and notice where your breath may move freely. With your freely flowing inhales and exhales, allow your breath to radiate into those spaces that need a little extra attention and support. And allow your breath to regularly create a space of support as you move off your mat and into your day. And bring some movement to your fingers and toes. Rock your head from side to side. On your inhale, reach your arms overhead, lengthen from fingertips to toes. Maybe let go a sigh or a yawn. Gently hug your knees into your chest. Hold gratitude in your heart, for your body is perfect as it is, and for this time that you have given yourself today. With the next couple of breaths, make your way to a most comfortable seated position. Allow your palms to face upward. Allow your hands to rest on your knees. Give yourself permission to receive the benefits of your yoga practice. From this place of reception, bring your hands together at your heart. Lower your chin, draw your gaze inward. Come into a place that feels a little something like gratitude. From that place of gratitude, bring to mind one more thing that you are grateful for today. On your inhale, sweep your arms overhead, palms together. Honor yourself, those around you, and your yoga practice. Exhale, hands to your forehead, that your thoughts may bring peace to yourselves and those around you. To your lips, that your words may bring peace to yourselves and those around you. And to your hearts, that your actions may bring peace to yourselves and those around you. Thank you all so much for being here today. I hope you have a really beautiful rest of your day. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you.